Hello guys, welcome to BY channel. On this episode, we will talk about ROX Global July event calendar. As you can see, ROX already released the updates for July. So we're gonna have Divinity system on 7 July and another new server and merger server also on the 7 July. Diamond is a center, Shining Nova event, the new event for the new server, and also class balance. Abyssal Arcade also gonna have the optimization for the PvE only, and we gonna have also Goodness Wish event. Okay, for this episode, I will talk about the Divinity system, so you're gonna have a rough idea how the Divinity works. Okay, here we are in Japan wiki, and they already cover up the Divinity system and how it works in ROX Japan. So I think global will follow the same for the system. So we're gonna have 5 parts first, even though in CA we already have 8 parts for the Divinity. So in global, 5 divinities that gonna be released on 7 July should be Spear, Hammer, Thunder of God, God Slayer, Wolf, and also Stormage Halberd. And the rarity between orange, purple, and blue. So for divinities, we're gonna open 2 divinities on level 60 and level 70 another God Slayer. 80 we're gonna open Wolf and Stormage Halberd on level 90. And probably we gonna have another divinities after the Komodo patch, probably. So stay tuned for another divinity slots. So how divinities work? So we gonna have main stat as in blue, purple, and gold, and each color the rarity, the higher rarity, the higher value. After that, the substat for purple and gold, we gonna start with 2 substats, and blue we start with 1 substat, and we also need to gacha the colors for each substat. Each main stats for Divinity is gonna have a different stats. For Spear, we're gonna have max HP. For the Thunder Hammer, we're gonna have physical defense and magic defense. God Slayer, physical attack and also magic attack. For the Wolf, we're gonna have max HP percent. And for Storm Harbor, we're gonna have physical defense percent, magic defense, and critical damage reduction. For each type of Divinity, we're gonna have different kind of stats that we can obtain through the substat gacha. For example, here the Eternal Spear and Wolf Chain, we gonna have stats, also physical attack, max HP, damage again, type monster, reduce damage from demi-human, physical magic enhancement, magic physical damage reduction, magic damage reduction, and as in for the Storm Mage and Storm Halberd, another physical penetration, final physical penetration, and also hit, last hit crit, final crit, critical damage, and so on. Since Divinity is gonna have a different kind of stats, so probably the most important part for the substat for Spear and Wolf gonna be reduction from demi-human and also increase damage against type of monster, and Thunder and Stormage gonna be increase damage for sizing. We need to find it from Stormage and also Thunder Hammer. For the God Slaying, probably the reduction. Unfortunately, we don't have PvP final physical damage bonus or magic damage bonus from the God Slayer, so it's the God Slayer probably more towards to defensive stats. The rarity of the divinities, which is the blue, purple, and orange, will determine the substat that you can obtain. So for blue, you can only obtain blue and white. Purple, you can obtain purple, blue, and white. And orange, purple, and blue. So you cannot obtain white substat on orange divinities, but you only can obtain orange substat divinity from the orange divinities. So on divinities, you also have this kind of spear, or they call it Spirit Light in Japan server or global server. The stats or the flash effect is really strong or can be called OP in certain thing. So for Spear, I think this is that they show the Spear. The spear will increase your 30% damage to a boss, MVP, and minis, and can be obtained only on orange rarity Divinity. And you can get the flash PT guarantee on 100th time to open or level up to level 7 for the orange Divinity. We can also obtain 3000 heroic spirit proof for weekly basis through merchant guild quests, daily dungeon, endless tower, and from this heroic spirit proof you can craft the box of abundance. But this part they stated that we can craft the part that we want specific, like they said it only contains crest for the parts you specified during crafting. So I think we can select which part that we want, but after we craft it we still need to gacha which one the rarity is between orange, purple, and blue. You can also purchase Divinities from Exchange Center, but I'm not sure how the price gonna be, but in Japan server the price gonna be like this. And also from the ranking endless tower reward, I think this one gonna be the infinite corridor, which is the endless tower infinite, so you can get free Divinities from ranking system. So how you level up your Divinities, basically you can use the Divinity itself and also the heroic spirit soul that have level 1, 2, and 3, and each level will give different experience points for the Divinities. So this is the list, the total experience points that you need to level up until level 7. For blue rarity you need 490,000, and for purple you need 1,360,000, and for orange the highest will be 4,840,000. You can also dismantle Divinities. For orange Divinities, you can get Origin Stardust, and this Origin Stardust, I think you need 20 Origin Stardust to make one extra Divinity. For purple, you will get Heroic Spirit Soul level 3 and level 2. For blue, also same thing, you will get Heroic Spirit Soul level 3. Okay, I think that's all for the Divinities. If you still have any question, feel free to ask me during my stream or also drop a comment on the column comment section below. Thank you so much and see you on live stream. Bye bye.